So you want to get your YouTube subscriber count. We're going to grab the subscriber count of a YouTube URL, any URL with a handle in it, we're going to be able to do at the end of this video. I'm going to show you every step of the way because there are lots of little steps. I just need to show you where to click and what to do. Usually this is absolutely free. So if you do get charged, you might be doing too many, but I'm going to show you how to do this, and I have not been charged yet. So let's go to extensions, app script. And here I have a few steps that we need to do before we do some coding. And in the coding, we need to do a function, something like get sub count or get subs of some channel. We'll get a channel URL. We need to get the handle. So that is going to be the @ part. We need to send that handle to the YouTube API to get a channel ID, because we need a channel ID that actually starts with like UC. It's a really like code. You can grab this a lot of the times. You can find this. This is public information of like this handle is this code. But when we're doing this sort of research or whatever you're doing this for, we are usually able to get the handle and this YouTube URL much, much easier than finding the ID. So we'll just grab the URL, get the handle, go search for the ID, get the ID, and then we're going to use the ID, the channel ID, to get the sub count through the API again. So let's set up this API. Over on the left side, you'll see services. Actually, I've already done it, but I'm going to remove it, and I'm going to show you how to find it. So you go over here to services on the left side, click add a service, scroll down to YouTube Data API v3, select it and click add. It's that easy. That's how you activate the YouTube API here, but that's not all. Let's go add our Google Cloud project. We're going to project settings on the left side. We're going to scroll down and have a Google Cloud platform project, and we need to enter a GCP number. If you don't have one, let's do it. We're going to go to console.cloud.google.com. The key here is to be in the exact same account that you are in your Google Sheet. So for example, I have a lot of Google accounts, and if I go to console.cloud.google.com, it might sign in a different one. But I just need to make sure in console.cloud.google.com, I'm in the correct same domain, same account as my Google Sheet, and I can create a new project. I'm going to create a new project here called YT sub count. Need a billing account. It's still free. It's going to create this, and then I have to select that project. Make sure you select that project. Make sure the name you have given it up here in the top leftish area is the exact account or project that you want. Then I'm going to grab my project number from this project info over on the left side, and I'm going to put that inside my project number here and set project. This will ask you to do an OAuth consent screen. So let's go do that. We're going to go to Navigation, APIs and Services, and go to OAuth Consent Screen. It also gives you a little link here, but this link, again, if you're in multiple accounts, it's going to give you the link to the different account. So I like to go here. So I like to just select it myself. I'm going to get started. This is fairly simple. I'm just going to call it YT sub count. My email is going to be my email. Hit next. Internal. This means you do not need to get verification for this app in any way or app script. Click next. I'm going to put my email address. Click next. I agree. Continue. Create. That's the OAuth consent screen. And it'll say OAuth configuration created. Thumbs up. Great. So go back to our GCP project number and click set project. And you'll see now that it is set. So go back to our editor. We have activated our YouTube API. We have added a Google Cloud project number and OAuth. Now we need to enable the YouTube API. Go back to our console.cloud.google.com. On the navigation menu, APIs and Services, enabled APIs and Services. And then at the top, it'll say a little plus sign, enable APIs and Services. Click that. And here we'll search for YouTube. Hit enter. And you'll have a few options. You have YouTube reporting, YouTube analytics. We are using YouTube Data API v3. Enable. Just need to know where to click. This isn't fairly difficult yet. You'll see as we get into coding, we need to add a few files here. But this has now been enabled. And we need a very special thing, which is we need to create a API key. So let's say that is done enabling YouTube API. But now we need an API key because we're going to put it right here. API key equals, and we're going to be able to have this accessible, basically, all the time to any functions we write here. I'm going to click on credential back over at console.cloud.google.com. I need to create credentials API key. You can name it if you want. I have no restrictions, and obviously by the time you see this video, I'm going to roll this and delete this API key. It's not going to be accessible, but you'll do your own. And I'm not having any restrictions on it. I'm just going to go create it. Oh, I need to actually select YouTube data API. Okay, there. And none, and create. So I'm going to copy this, and it gives you some best practices. Do not, like this video, do not be sharing this API key with anyone. They'll have full access to your account. They'll be able to use this URL as much as they want. Don't do that. Just put it in your app script. If you are trying to put it in your app script, but like hide it or save it in some way, there is a way to use user properties. Go check out other videos that I have, and over at bettersheets.co, there are lots of videos on how to use AppScript, and I go deep into it. And one of the coolest ways is to use user properties or script properties to save this information. We're not going to go over that in this video. Just put your API key here. For this example, I'm the only one using this sheet. I'm the only one that has access to it. Obviously, you do because you're watching. But do as I say, not as I do, essentially. But actually, this is fine to do if you are the only one that has access to the sheet. All right, so I'm going to save this API key here as API key equals there. So we'll have access to it. So we have done all of the things we need to do in order to start coding. So let's start coding. We want to get this handle and get the ID. So we'll say const handle equals channel URL match. And here it's a bit like regex. Just need to do youtube.com, say /.com / the other / and @ and in here at the end we'll do a /, make sure that's purple. We'll do in brackets /w dot. This is just saying, hey, after youtube.com and this @ get whatever is here before the last /. Cool, so like just get the handle part of the URL. This is a bit like regex or regular expressions, regex. Now we want to get the handle URL, basically based on the handle. What's the channel ID? So this is a bit of a API URL. So it's googleapis.com/youtube/v3/search !, part equals snippet, and type equals channel, and q equals, and then we are adding plus handle. One thing we also need to do is &key equals, and you guessed it, plus API key. So we're taking that API key from up here, putting it at the end, and saying, hey, we have access to this URL. Give us the answer of whatever this query is, and let's handle the response. It'll be URL fetch-app.fetch, and we'll go handle URL. We'll send that. Essentially, this URL fetch is sending that URL, getting a response, and what that response is going to have is a channel ID. Let's get the data first. JSON.parse it. We'll do handle response.get content text. Basically, this is saying whatever you're replying with here, give us that text, and then we're going to parse it with some JSON. So our channel ID is equal to this channel ID data. Item 0, basically the first thing that we get back. We'll get a snippet and we'll access it by channel ID. So now that we have the channel ID, all we have to do is go to a different URL of this API and grab the subscriber count. Actually gives us a lot of other information like statistics and stuff, but right now we're only interested in the subscriber count. So this is the first part, the statistics. And as you can see, it's a little different. This URL is a little different. It's googleapis.com/youtube/v3/channels instead of search, ? part equals statistics, that's what we're looking for. And this ID is going to be our channel ID that we get from before, channel ID. And again, we need to add &key equals plus API key. Let's get the response of this URL fetch-app.fetch, the URL. So we're just saying, hey, go to this URL, give us back what the answer is. That's going to be, let's bring this up a little bit to the middle of the screen. Our data is equal to JSON.parse, same as before. And we're going to do response.get content text. And then this is our final thing. Based on this data, we don't want to just return all of that data, all of this all of these statistics, we will return data.items, the very first thing we get back, 0, item 0 first, dot statistics, dot subscriber count. And this is what we will return. So I'm going to save all of this script here and use this function get subs and see if it works. Instead of these counts, we'll do equals get subs. We'll reference A2 in parentheses. It will say unknown function. I'm going to show you how to fix that later. Once this starts working, we have an error. Cannot read line 0, line 12. Oh, I think we missed an S here. Items. Yeah, items. There we go. Let's see. And now we have a number. Wow. So copy paste this down and our reference changes. Very cool, right? They are formatted a little oddly. So let's format number and use this, but nothing happens. Okay, let's wrap this with text and do the number format this way. Hashtag, comma, 3 hashtags, and we get some nice formatting there. Perfect. But what if we want to get rid of this underlined red get subs? I'll show you that. Just above the function get subs, we're going to say / 2 asterisks, oh my God, at custom function. I'm going to hit save. Now I'm going to delete these and write equals. There it is. Equals get. Gets you get subs. So we can just write it in. It is auto-filling get subs. That's really cool. Now we're going to, again, wrap it with text, 3 hashtags. And again, we can copy and paste this as much as we want. We are getting the live-ish actual subscriber count of YouTube channels, scraping with not that much code, honestly. We're just accessing these 2 APIs, get the handle, go once we get the ID, go grab the subscriber count. Isn't that cool? But we did have a long journey to get there. We had to activate our YouTube API, add the Google Cloud project number, do that OAuth screen, enable the YouTube API, and create our API key. Again, I'll roll this before you see it, but hopefully you had a really good time getting the subscriber count.
You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos, get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.